You guys ever meet someone who, for some reason, gives you a hard time about you cussing or swearing or saying bad words? Don't you fucking dare. This seriously cannot be happening to me right now, but it is. Excuse me. There is simply no damnation that comes without a blessing, because I was thinking about making this video completely profanity free, but I had the perfect trigger to make it not so. But anyways, guys, what I was trying to say is that there's people out there who give you a hard time about you cussing. They get offended. They choose to not speak to you or be around you, and they are just uber sensitive about you cursing. And not only that, but in my experience, someone told me that they had an issue with me swearing, which some days it's more often than others. Some days I go without saying a bad word. Other days I'm just myself, and if I'm profane, it's because it genuinely makes me feel better, and that just helps me with my personality, something about it. But anyway, this person engages in cursing themselves, and then they're trying to tell me that they have an issue with me swearing. I'm like, fucking why? Can you be consistent, please? You either dig it or you don't. And if you don't dig it, then you wouldn't swear even if you had a boulder somehow roll onto your foot. My opinion overall is, of course, I don't mind and I don't care that you swear. The only way I mind it is if you're flaming someone or if you're flaming me, and it's not even in a humorous way, because trust me, I can take the pressure of being trolled. You guys have seen the mean comments I have gotten here. In real life, I have been picked on by people who, when I was in school, they were serious about them picking on me, and as an adult, since we are adults, we can handle the conversation, and cuss words get thrown in there like condiments to your cooking. But for the people who get offended, just don't take it so seriously. I mean, what about cursing bothers you? If cussing was really that bad, it would be illegal, it would be banned, or something would be done about it. If the expressions exist, is to be used. If some people spice their conversation up too much to where it accommodates you, just fucking get up and leave, walk away. Cause like, if you're mentally incapable of handling that, that's on you, because not everybody else has issues with it, and not everybody else has to have issues with it. When I was younger, when I was a child, yes, I did get intimidated by people who cursed, because I was brought up with that notion of cussing is bad and stay away from it and it's just bad for you. But I didn't understand why it was bad. But yet adults would do it. The very adults who would tell me to not do it. So then I felt like, hold on, something about this just isn't right. And now that I'm older, I don't see anything wrong with it. So if you're someone who's sensitive about cursing, I encourage you to just continue being you. And if cussing is really that big of a deal to where you gotta cut ties with someone, even if they're excellent human beings, then you do what you have to do, but do not try to instill into others your way of looking at life, because it's not effective for everybody. What works for you doesn't have to work for me, and it probably will not work for me in this case. I'm just saying, I just want to put this out there because I feel like it's necessary to discuss this. It's something that happens to everybody who engages in the cursing activity at some point. I just wanted to let you know how I feel, what I think, and know for sure that yes, I do engage in it, but in the channel I tend to really limit it, because I don't find it necessary for me to be expressing myself in that manner. But if you have the privilege of knowing me closely and personally, I will be even more of myself around you. And part of me being myself is that I say things the way they are, And if they annoy me or they irritate me or something is out of the line, I will let you know, and you will feel the pressure of it coming from me. Because for me to illustrate the point and really emphasize on how irritating something is, I make use of vocabulary, whether it is the best one, the most optimal one, or as some people might say, that the one that people of the lower ranks of society would use. I don't care. For me, cussing is a beauty on its own. It's an it's some kind of an art. It's some kind of a talent. It's kind of dangerous. One of those things that it's forbidden, but it's intriguing, so you mess with it. That is how I see profanity and cursing. Some people really do a good job about using it, and some people really try to sound intimidating and just tough and everything. That kind of cursing I do mind because it leads to nothing. But if it's cussing just to describe something, express a frustration or relief, pain, or something, then you go for it. You have my support. I don't mind. I'm not a little bitch and I can take it. Well, there you guys have it. Those are my feelings on cursing, profanity, swearing. How do you guys feel? Did you ever feel uncomfortable around someone who was cursing? What kinds of cursing do you mind, if any? How do you feel that I do when it comes to cursing? Please don't say that you want to hear more of it, because I cannot be that kind of person who, on command, I provoke that stuff. It's just not in my nature. But like I said, if you know me more personally, more closely, then I will voice my frustrations and use the words, and they come naturally because it's a privilege, it's a blessing. It's great that such words exist because you can apply them, use them, insert them, mutter them in a moment when you really see fit, and it really enhances communication. For me, at least, it does. I don't know for everybody else. I'm not trying to speak for everybody else. This is just me speaking for me. So that's how I feel about it. That's how I am now. That's how I have pretty much been ever since I have the full freedom and control and understanding of my cognitive functions and just my independent thinking. And I am pretty sure this is the person I am going to be for the rest of my life. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. I like how I'm trying to wear something different, but yeah, there's no concealing this. Yes, this is all being filmed on the same night, okay? I did not just, yeah, my hair gives it away. It's the same thing going on. All right, guys, I'm done. And now that the cat has permission to cry and whine and be loud, he isn't.